It's nonstop, yo.
Inundated. We're all laughing because I was joking around before about how this has never happened before in internet history.
Yes.
I literally believe sincerely, and I mean this, and you thought that I was being hyperbolic.
I don't.
I'm not.
I don't.
He is showing up on my feed non-fucking-stop.
Dude.
I'm not clicking on it. It's just next video is him in that accent, which I don't know what the fuck country that is.
I'll be trying to figure that shit out too.
And the entire media is attacking him on a daily basis. Buy the special, motherfucker. Buy the special. Real talk.
Here's what's crazy. I've been seeing him on TikTok.
TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying?
He everywhere, yo. He unstoppable.
Instagram.
His YouTube shorts.
Instagram, YouTube shorts.
You're wearing your YouTube shorts right now. You were talking about. You got your YouTube shorts on right now.
Oh, fuck you. All I'm trying to say is Hunter Biden got.
No, he's undeniably funny. You can't even act like a guy not funny.
He's funny. Yeah,
he's funny, bro.
If he's playing in your city, go see him. Watch his show. Just let him see that you support him, because right now he's being surrounded by people in this industry who are letting him know that he has to apologize, who are letting him know that people, Jimmy Fallon talking about people coming and crying for his Me Too comment. So it is important that he see that you guys are out there. And I know he'll probably play it off and he'll probably be embarrassed by the support, because this right now to me is the most egregious, blatant example of the left taking someone out for using their words. Worse, taking a comedian out for using his words.
Have you seen the guy who he does YouTube videos and he like breaks down comedians acting like he just doesn't acting like they're great, and it's almost like a scientific breakdown of jokes?
Yeah.
He goes through Chris D'Elia's, and it is so fucking funny. He just destroys him.
He
oh my
basically,
God.
Good. Okay.
He's like, see, right here, he's repeating it so that people know that he's making a joke, which is very effective. You can tell he's a seasoned comedian because he said it 4 to 5 times to get people laughing, and he's laughing, which is
yes, it's so good. Chris D'Elia, the reason, if you're wondering why we're making fun of him, is because he has sex with children.
If I see another person who's done stand-up for 3 years, it's like, my special's coming out in 2 weeks, I'm gonna fucking, I'm pissed, dude.
I do teach piano lessons as well.
Oh yeah? Oh, you're a teacher? Oh yeah? Whoa. He's all like, I'm a teacher. Oh my God, there's so many trash comedians, I can't even fucking believe it.
And like the whole crew's like, yes, Myles, like, yes. And Myles is like, just doing God's work here.
No, come on, he did not say that.
Yeah,
he did not say that.
No, he did. He said, just doing
I don't think he has any like unironic fans. Like I said, his entire community just makes fun of him. It's amazing.
One of the things that I think is interesting about this is that, this is the third one of these videos that they released. And the first one, there was tremendous outrage. Second one, tremendous outrage. And that's when YouTube said, we're not going to let you post these videos.
I went and saw him at the Palladium about a year or two ago. And it was one of the worst shows I've ever seen. And one of my friends, another comic that I respect a lot, gave him a standing ovation. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And he was like, I understand why you feel the way you do, but I just love seeing the act. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. What was bad about that? It was aggressively corny.
It's tricky too, responding to a crowd like that too, because you have to be funny, but you can't be too mean, right? You can't hit a fly with a sledgehammer.
One of the best stupid, poor comedians working today, for sure.
I just really encourage this group to think carefully about this sad attempt at humor.
There it is. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rumble Explained by an expert. I am that expert, professional joke explainer Myles Anderson, here to explain the jokes of mostly Gregory Gutfeld III, America's #1 late night host. Welcome back. I hope you all had a lovely Thanksgiving. Did you guys try some Gutfeld jokes at Thanksgiving? Honestly, I find Thanksgiving can be very, a lot of people go, they fight with their family on Thanksgiving. Because usually one half of the family thinks Gutfeld jokes are funny and the other half doesn't understand it. So I hope that by watching Gutfeld, explained, everyone can understand that Gutfeld is funny. Indiana's a dog. Time to get them up in the guts. Hope you had a nice Thanksgiving in Austin, Myles. Thank you for the super chat. And I had a great Thanksgiving here in Austin. I know you guys, there's a lot of different ways people prepare turkeys. Here in Austin, we barbecue that turkey, slather it up in barbecue sauce, and we just put that bird right there on the charcoal for 12 hours. And it's bone dry and beautiful. I hope you all had a lovely meal as well. And I hope you ate meat. We eat meat here on this channel. Some people make a big fuss. Some liberal relatives will be like, "Oh, sorry, I don't drink, I don't eat." You have to eat meat. Okay, I don't know if you guys have seen JP Sears. A lot of these guys on Rumble, a healthy amount of blood is needed in your stomach for you to be a healthy person. And you can ask any doctor and they'll confirm that. And if they don't, well, you might have to look into that doctor and see if they actually know what they're talking about. Eat the meat, go to turduckins. Turduckins, I highly approve of turduckins. Now, before we get to, we got bingo cards on the table here. You might be able to see below my head here. We've got a bingo countdown. We're playing Gutfeld bingo today, so if you haven't played before, the rules are you get a bingo card. It only works on Twitch, unfortunately. So you have to go to Twitch, you get your bingo card, and we will check off the bingos as Gutfeld says them. Example, probably gonna see a lot of Thanksgiving jokes this week, so we might see like, hey, that turkey is a fat fucking turkey, just like, and then you just name a member of The View or the whole cast as a whole. And then you get to check off that bingo card. If you get all the bingos, you get a link in the chat of a video you think needs to be explained, something you didn't find funny, and I'll explain why it is actually quite hilarious. Now, let's take a look here. Now, I've got this, got a couple minutes before bingo starts.
Oh, hello.
Hey, thanks for following us, Zero Signal on Twitch. So I got this thumbnail. First thing that I see when I click on Rumble. We got gays are on the rise, which is alarming. This is what happens, when you go to Thanksgiving and you let your guard down for even a day or two, the gays will find that opportunity to start rising. You can't let that happen. But this is what I'm very confused about, because you've got the gays are on the rise, frightening fact, and then the next thumbnail, you've got Tucker Carlson. I've never been this happy. So it's conflicting information, because he's how can you be happy when the gays are on the rise? I don't understand. So we've got these. So these will be our interim bingos. The way the stream works as well is we watch all of the user submitted videos at the very end of the stream. That way we don't get the stream taken down right away. Ideally, the stream gets taken down a couple minutes after I turn off the stream. That's what we're kind of aiming for here. Which is what happened on Friday. In fact, if you missed Friday's live stream, you'll never see it because it's gone now. So it's important to be here for the action, because we get heavily censored. Now let's move right on to the first episode of Gutfeld, because we've got there's gonna be so many Thanksgiving. I'm so thankful. I'm thankful for Thanksgiving jokes. I'm thankful for Gutfeld. I'm thankful for you guys for watching and learning to laugh, and learning, most importantly, to hate Democrats. Now, let's get this bingo on the roll. We got 17 players for bingo. That's not too bad, actually, for right off the top. Usually, you sort of get more people as more people get off work and they start loading up their bingo cards. If you guys are commuting home from work on the East Coast, Pull over, get your bingo card. Hey, it worked. We got one more. 18 for bingo. Shiny amber dactyl is the chosen one. So, if you don't have a bingo card, you can cheer for shiny amber dactyl. Shamani, best rapper ever. Exactly. Thank you. It's good to pre-hate. And there's Tyrus. Tyrus is already a guest. We've got the whole cast here. Tyrus hanging out.
Happy Thanksgiving week. I'm defrosting my giblets as we speak.
Defrosting my giblets. Now, that might be a little sexual innuendo joke because it's it's very common amongst men to refer to their genitals as giblets. So I'm gonna check off. We got number 22, Gutfeld fucks, and he does like to remind us that.
So Thanksgiving is Thursday, and we have the inside word on what everyone's favorite.
Cake Shaman. Thanks for the 100 biddies. True Love's first kiss.
Politicians and celebrities are giving thanks for on this holiday. Hunter Biden is grateful for Black Friday savings on hookers. Joe Biden is grateful.
71. Joe Biden is grateful for. Now, when they show Jill Biden, they usually make a crack about how she's not a real doctor. So I hope that that's the joke. But Joe Biden is old is just such a juicy joke that I have a feeling this joke is going to be about how Jill Biden is pretending that Joe Biden is still alive. I don't know. Jill Biden is grateful for life insurance cash flow. That's a good guess.
For Febreze.
Well, the joke is that he farts. The format's really changing here. It's not the same. People think Gutfeld is always the same.
You're welcome to tug on it.
But it's not. You can actually, normally, Jerry Nadler's the fart joke guy. But Joe Biden, so farting is... So
you're welcome to tug
why
on
this is funny is because the Febreze is covering the smell of old man. Or farts, which are similar. It's all in the same sort of universe of smell.
You're welcome to tug on it.
So we got Joe Biden, number 35, obviously. And then poo. We don't have fart, so poo is fart in this bingo. But yeah, what we have here is normally Jerry Nadler's the fart guy. Joe Biden is slowly becoming the fart guy. He's old, so over time, you may notice this, your butthole is going to become looser and looser as you get older. And it's going to just sort of blow open every once in a while, and you're not going to be able to help it. And so it's just a bit of a medical fact as well.
Hillary Clinton is grateful for strong, reliable rope.
Hillary Clinton kills people.
And Kim Kardashian is grateful for dark meat.
Grateful. And she said is grateful for dark meat. I knew that was we knew that was coming. So this is, he's nailing them. We're getting bingo cards off the bat. We're 1 minute into Gutfeld. Oh, this is gonna be a great stream, guys. We're 1 minute into Gutfeld. We've got Hillary Clinton has killed people. Kim Kardashian loves having sex with black men. And he slipped up. That's 24.
Eat. She loves a good drumstick. I don't find the humor in that. Anyway, side.
That's Gutfeld explains the joke a little bit there. Corn Pop won't stop resubscribed. Kempke with the $10 donation.
Not his dad.
Because you need angel paste. Exactly. And you know what? Kempke. I was just talking to Brian about our What's a Girl to Do special. I've downloaded the Christmas special of What's a Girl to Do. And you know, we're in talks to maybe do it on a weekend here in December, so everyone can join us and celebrate Jeff's antics. Thank you, Corn Pop Won't Stop. And also, I think we've got a Kink Shaman with another tier on subscription yesterday. Kink Shaman resubscribing, not even on stream, so no glory, but I see you.
Scientists at the Department of Energy have determined the perfect household temperature, and it's 68 degrees. It's also the...
That's so close to being the funniest temperature. Dolly Parton's boob. Oh, man. You almost got a bingo halfway through this monologue. That's incredible. I think we're going to get there.
Perfect temp to keep meat from decomposing. At a recent event, Hillary Clinton said she daydreams about hearing a national loudspeaker that announces that Trump is gone. It helps her forget that other daydream, someone calling her Madam President.
Yeah, she lost.
I know. The New York Post has reported that Miss Palestine, who's running in the Miss Universe pageant, is married to the son of a convicted Hamas terrorist.
Married to the son of Hamas's most wanted prisoner. Hey, thank you, Satella Disco, for the 68 bits. Hey, great callback to the Gutfeld temperature just now. Very good timing. You guys are learning how jokes work.
The judges were tipped off when, during the talent portion, she blew up an orphanage.
That wasn't.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. Thank you, Gutfeld. A little bit explaining from Gutfeld here. Yes, that is a joke. That is a joke. Crowd didn't understand that it's funny because Hamas's terrorists, Palestinian terrorists, they're all in collusion with the Democrats, and Jeffrey Epstein now has been added to that pile. So it's all one big don't like them.
Or
that's
is
the
it?
joke.
Dolly Parton was forced to skip her induction to the amusement.
Shamani, congratulations. You thought you weren't going to get it today. There it is.
Park Hall of Fame on doctor's orders.
Health challenges. Boobs are too big.
Apparently, she had to take care of the black eyes she suffered after riding the roller coaster at Dollywood.
And there it is. We knew the joke. We knew the boobs joke was happening. I love it. Shamani, you gotta claim that bingo if you're gonna claim that bingo.
The inventor behind the classic Light Bright toy.
There it is, just before the next joke dropped, so we've got even more chances for the next player. Shamani, let's see that link in the chat. The pressure's on now. All right, everybody else, grab your bingo cards. That might have been one of the fastest out of the gate bingos we've ever had. What a Thanksgiving bingo. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that link. Hopefully I can notice it, because I can only look at so many things at once. But let's check out what Tucky's up to. What is he so mad about? Shamani, thank you. You don't have to play the whole video. Thank you for that disclaimer. Crack City. Thank you for the bits. Gays are on the rise. I just want to know, this is just good information. I need to know, are they?
What's wrong with homosexuality?
Well, if you encourage it and the rate goes up, people have fewer kids. I don't know. Did you do biology?
Well, no. So just to be clear,
the rate,
most gay people.
Already good points from Tucker. Gayness is something that spreads, right? It's like as soon as you get a little taste, of gay. That's it. You're gonna just want to be gay. It's like every day is a constant fight against the gay thoughts.
Don't have kids.
That's the point I'm making.
Right, they don't
so if all of a sudden you have more people being gay, which you do a lot.
No, you don't. People don't pretend to be gay.
Do you have the internet?
Huh?
I don't know. I'm not saying they're pretending. I'm saying you've got way more.
Yeah, you're gay, right?
Well, you know, we used to say that, but
you don't think so?
Well, I used to think that, but all of a sudden you're having.
I think lots of people putting their hand up saying they're trans. That's a different issue.
Oh, it's totally different.
Giga Bonsai spanking out my last bits. Drip, drip. Thank you.
And it's not part of the continuum. It's not like gender isn't real. Actually, I can pretend.
But it's this, if you're gay, you're gay.
Well, you know, we were told that, and I believed a lot of things.
Do you not believe that?
Well, it's demonstrably not true because science tells us it's not true.
Do you think people are making it up?
I don't think they're making it up at all.
So what's your point?
I think that you can be moved in that direction through propaganda and pornography.
Oh, come off it, Tucker.
Well, then how do you?
Yeah, see? So Tucker's making. So Piers here thinks that a gay is not infectious like a virus, and Tucker's clearly saying no. Homosexuality is a very seductive thing. You have to maintain a strong will to not be gay. It's so true.
You explain.
Is there anything that would make
Hold
you?
on.
Could I make you gay?
How hard do you want to try?
No.
That's a fun. Shameless Repeat. Hey guys, 69. Shameless Repeat. Thank you for the funny number of bits. 69 bits.
Hard, I can tell you.
Good. That's the spirit, Piers. There's a limit. Even an open-minded man like you kind of hate the gays.
Could I make you gay?
I make a little gay joke, and you're like, oh, I'm not going to be gay.
Welcome to Tug on It.
This is amazing. Tucker Carlson. Now, I've covered him before on the Jokes Explained. Tucker Carlson, great comic. He's just sort of laying it
You're welcome to Tug on It.
To Piers Morgan, something that we all know, which is imagining being gay is funny, but being gay is frightening.
Being a gay slur, that's fine.
You're welcome to Tug
first of
on
all,
It.
the context matters. As I've told you, I mean, that's like coffee table conversation between the gays I work with at Fox. Faggot. So if it's okay with them, it's okay with me. It's just it's sort of like it's sort of like racism. Only the whites are upset about it.
You don't actually think people can be persuaded to be gay?
Well, then why don't you explain the twofold or threefold increase in self-identified homosexuals in the United States?
I can. They used to be repressed. It used to be illegal in this country until the mid-'60s. You literally went to jail.
So all through history.
Hang on. You literally were put in a prison cell if you were openly homosexual.
That was more here, actually. You guys did Oscar Wilde. We didn't. But
it was
you
terrible.
also...
True. England did Oscar Wilde, not America. Oscar Wilde is a sex position, if you guys didn't know.
Shocking.
Yeah, it was terrible. You ruled the world at the time, and now you're a joke dependent on foreknown banks.
And you think that's because
but everyone's gay, so it's like a great trade.
So allowing gay people to be openly gay is what?
Okay, I think Tucker really might be. He really might be the happiest he's ever been. He's giddy.
Is why we wrecked our
Mocking
country.
masculinity is the fastest way to servitude.
Totally different
Ask
issue.
any Pakistani. That's what
Mocking just epic truth bombs coming out from Tucker Carlson here. Mocking masculinity is the fastest way to servitude. Amen. So true. Thank you, Tucky.
why I like the Pakistanis here. You talk to a Pakistani cab driver and you're like, why are you gay? And they will start.
Don't you, if you ever fucking mocked my masculinity, you would instantly be my servants. Never. Okay. We worship, we celebrate my fucking giant giblets here on this channel. I don't have any fucking patience for any of that mocking my powerful giblets.
Start laughing because they've watched the video and they're like, I'm not gay. I'm a man.
What's it got to do with masculinity?
Ask a single Briton, why are you gay? They'd be like, well, I'm not gay, but it would be okay if I was. And it's like, there's no masculine self-respect at all.
You're sounding quite homophobic.
I'm not afraid of gays at all. I'm just asking, actually,
you don't actually think they really exist by the sound of it.
Well, they exist.
No, but are they real?
These are incredibly, incredible sound bites. How can you have an 8-minute video of almost entirely memeable sound bites? Tucker's one of the best.
Is their sexuality genuinely?
Are they sleeping with dudes? Big time.
Well, and women, are they attracted to members of their own
mostly
sex?
dudes. The lesbian thing is way overblown.
Actually, there are a lot of lesbians.
How many?
The lesbian thing is way overblown. Tucker Carlson. 2025.
I haven't counted, Tucker.
I
Not
love this
recently.
conversation.
Not recently.
This is so great. You're going to get so fucking arrested after this. It's going to be
No, I'm not.
unbelievable.
No one's arresting me.
Okay.
No one's arresting me. But I'm just curious whether you think the gay people
Let me
actually are gay, or whether you think they've been somehow turned.
For the third time, I think it's completely sincere.
Right.
Completely sincere.
So what's your problem with
the
it?
question, I'm not saying I have a problem with it. I'm merely saying you get fewer children when more people are gay.
No, you don't.
Yeah, and this is and Tucker and a lot of the people on the right wing are very concerned with the population rates in the world because, as we know, if GDP does not continue to grow, everyone has to commit mass suicide. I'm pretty sure, just because it's over, right? That's it. Like if America's like, I think I've explained this before. I'm obviously joking with the mass suicide thing. We wouldn't do that. I'm just saying that like people would probably want to because if your GDP stops growing, you get bought by China. I mean, it's just simple as that. That's what happens. As soon as you have negative population growth, China puts in a bid and you get bought by them. That's just the free market.
Well, actually, you do.
More people aren't gay. Just more people are able
You
to
don't
admit
get.
they're gay.
Hold on. You don't get
There
fewer.
were always
Well, hold
gay
on. Wait,
people.
stop. Okay. Was it like 30% of the population always, like in Roman times? For about 30%, would you say?
I'm just saying.
No.
Tucker, what? Were 30% of Romans gay? You guys? This isn't. I'm a big history buff. You know, I love learning about all sorts of history, from Jesus to Moses to Abraham. All history, all around the Israel region. I love it. So this is really crazy to me that he's saying 30% of Romans were gay, but they're so manly. Have you guys seen Roman movies? Gladiator? Gladiator's not gay.
Well, it was like, this is.
The falling birth rates have nothing to.
He literally says, you guys remember the speech to Gladiator? He says, my name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, general under Marcus Aurelius, general of the armies of the north. Okay, that was okay. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, general of the armies of the north under the true emperor, Marcus Aurelius. I'm a father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. And right off the top, husband to a murdered wife. He didn't say, I'm Maximus Decimus Meridius, gay man. I have no son. I just have gay sex all the time, and I'll have my vengeance in this life or the next. So I don't know. Gladiator. I mean, you can learn all. That movie was made over 2,000 years ago.
To do with
If you have
gay
more,
people.
if you have more gays, do you have fewer children?
We don't have more gays.
We've
have
got
more people.
way more gays.
No, we have more people.
I mean, this is like Discord soundbite central. We don't have more gays. We have way more gays. He's got like almost an Al Pacino delivery. Way more gays. Way more.
People who are not afraid to say they're gay.
They're letting their freak flag fly.
They are actually gay, Tucker. They just haven't been able to admit it.
So why isn't that the case like in Asia?
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't think there's no Asian.
Apple Blossom Kim, thank you for the 249 euros. Whoa, Apple Blossom Kim, are you in Europe right now? Are you guys overwhelmed with gays? You must be absolutely. It must be like a disaster. You must have to open some extra valves to let all the gay pressure out.
Country, and they're not all like putting gays in jail. Malaysia might be. Korea's not. South Korea. Why is their self-described homosexuality rate so much lower than yours? Japan, same.
Because culturally, it is not a thing.
So
to
it's
admit you're
genetic.
gay.
You think it's genetic?
No, it's cultural.
No. People become gay.
But last World Cup.
Wait, but how do
you've
people
got the
become gay?
Let me give you the World Cup.
Man, this is unbelievable. This is wild to me because remember, we've watched Tucker Carlson clips before, and they're always a joy. But Tucker Carlson didn't know what pornography was last time we checked it out, and now, but Because he's too busy. He's too busy counting gays. How many do you guys ever count? Do you guys ever count gays? I haven't done it recently, but it's quite important to report the number of gays. Just to keep a logbook, so you can just keep track of the population. You should track kids, track the amount of gays, and see if there's more gays than kids. Anyway, let's get that bingo card distributed. We got 21 players. That's better than last time. The bingo's starting right now. So this is your last chance to get your bingo card. I know some of you scramble and you drop your coffees. And, oh, there we go. 22 players. Perfect. We got the last straggler in there. All right, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. What is this joke going to be about here? I wonder.
And Rock'em Sock'em Robots has passed away at age 99.
Oh, the creator of the Light Bright and Rock'em Sock'em Robots passed away at age 99. Are they going to turn their corpse? Is it maybe this is gonna have this joke is gonna have to include these two items here to make sense, right? This is the masterful writing of Gutfeld. So how is this are they going to light up the body and have it fight?
I know. He'll be cremated in an easy bake oven.
Nope. It's a toy joke. Perfect.
A fashion designer claims he's using the wool of gay sheep.
The sheep are gay now? What? What? I thought sheep were straight. They seem like a good group of straight men. Sheep? Really? I mean, some sheep, maybe. But meerkats for sure are gay. You know, the way they scamper around. But sheep?
At a New York fashion show. How did he know they were gay? Well,
how'd they know they were gay? I can't see where this is going.
Their dicks tasted like
their dicks tasted like shit. Censored. Yep. That's a censored one. That's a poo one. We must have gay on. We don't have gay on. Oh, it is gay. 20. Yeah, it's gay. Damn.
Yeah, the applause means a lot when I'm suspended for a month.
I'm not covering your shift. I'm getting suspended with you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get extra days of vacation.
Yeah. I wrote that joke myself, right?
Gutfeld, absolutely tickled by the Tyrus riffing in the corner there. Man, the Fox people they love Thanksgiving.
And finally, according to a new study, there's a possible link between erectile dysfunction and irritable bowel syndrome.
Okay. IBS. Who's the king of IBS on this show? Jerry Nadler's always shit his pants.
Recommend that men see a doctor if they can't tell whether they're coming or going.
Number 9.
And notice how wholesome and clean that joke is by comparison. All right. So if you want to fund terrorism, don't bother heading to a cave in Islamabad. Just start a government charity in Minnesota. It's perfect. You don't have to worry about drone strikes, and they look the other way if you marry your brother.
We knew that was going to happen. Minnesota, Ilhan Omar, classic, married her brother. We've had a lot of Ilhan Omar incest jokes the last couple of weeks here. There must be an election coming up.
Because according to new reports, a major funder of a Somali terrorist group are, in fact, Minnesota taxpayers. Another reason that we dodged a bullet with stage 4 jazz hands.
And Waltz is
I
effeminate.
speak of the Somali food aid scam, one of the largest frauds in U.S. history. What started as a program to help immigrant families turned into a royal buffet for grifters. Hundreds of millions of dollars vanished into meal programs where the only thing being fed were the bank accounts of people wiring money back to Somalia. And according to investigators, some ended up in the hands of the terror group Al-Shabaab. So congrats,
Classic.
Minnesota. You're the first state to turn the Department of Human Services into a jihadi Kickstarter.
You guys, now, Gutfeld is obviously a comedian, but he also brings to our attention things like this, which are, this is why we got to get rid of food stamps in this country, because most food stamps are going to Al-Shabaab, they're going to Al-Qaeda, they're going to various terrorist groups, they're going to Venezuelan drug dealers and drug traffickers. I mean, it's if you give anything to anyone, that's terrorism.
Their new state motto should be the land of 10,000 fakes. Used to be lakes. Yeah. But now Trump said enough. He terminated deportation protections for Somali nationals living there effective immediately. Now Ilhan will have to find other relatives to marry.
Okay, so this is called a classic Gutfeld double dip, and you're allowed to do this. So he just made this joke seconds ago, right? Now this is different than a callback, because a callback is usually when you go kind of further back, you know, maybe a couple minutes ago. A lot of comedians will sometimes they'll call back to something from maybe 10, 15 minutes ago, even sometimes a joke from the beginning of their monologue. But a Gutfeld double dip is when you make a joke and then less than a minute later you make the same joke again, just to really let people know that that joke was done.
Obviously, of course, the media is screaming, and why not? When compassion is your religion, accountability becomes Satan.
When compassion is your religion, accountability becomes Satan. Yes. Takeaway from this, compassion is a bad thing.
And a temporary program becomes more permanent than that tattoo I got of Merv Griffin.
That's a little Gutfeld self-burn, but also is that an ass? What is this? Is that that's a biceps? Why is there a human hair here? Why is there a human hair? Why is there a man's head down on this part of the bicep? Where did they get this image from? Anyway, Merv Griffin. I say he fucks, and it's a bit of a self-burn there. I do tend to see asses, Kemke. I do have, you know, how the human brain is conditioned to see faces, and sometimes you'll see faces in inanimate objects. I always see butts. I always see buttholes. It's quite the affliction. But
in California,
Merv Griffin was a comedian from 85 years ago.
It was the wildfire funding scam. In SF in LA, it was the homeless industrial complex. And in New York City, they spent $60,000 for each homeless person. That's because compassion without accountability.
Yes. $60,000 per homeless person. One would say, hey, you know what? If you just gave them half that much money,
we'll edit laughter in there,
when they were going to get evicted and become homeless years ago, they wouldn't have become homeless, and they wouldn't cost you $60,000 a year. Some people would say that, and those people would be communists, and those people should be deported.
Ability becomes corruption, and corruption without oversight becomes catastrophe. It's the prison of two ideas. One cell is compassion, the other accountability. And like Kevin Spacey and the Teen Choice Awards, these two things must never meet.
Kevin Spacey in the Teen Choice Award. That's a joke about Kevin Spacey being a pedophile, which is very funny because he got in trouble for doing that many years ago. And people on Fox News do not like pedophiles.
We love you, Kevin.
51.
If you dare ask, hey, where did the money go? Suddenly you hate the poor.
Okay, so we got. This is the what is this? Is this the trans symbol, or is this just like general Democrat woke gender fluid? We got. I'm gonna say migrant gangs. I'm gonna say subway incidents. Shoplifters. This image is encompassing a lot of different kinds of jokes here. Oh, and we've got, this is, when you see an image of the globe, that means climate change conspiracy, which is a conspiracy that was pushed by the left to try to make windmill money. And if you guys have heard of Big Windmill, they're an industry that, now this is going to surprise you, but Big Windmill, big solar panel, they're like 1,000 times richer than big oil. And it's important to never look that up.
The immigrants, the homeless, the planet, trans people. They'll say you're killing people because you defunded a program intended to feed people that now funds drag shows for the Taliban. It's no
now funds drag shows for the Taliban. Wow. They're already having drag shows in Afghanistan. This is what fucking happens when America leaves. This is why America should have never left Afghanistan. It should never leave the Middle East. As soon as the United States leaves the country, it's overrun with gay people and drag shows, and it's like a disaster. America's the thin blue line between everyone being gay and everyone being normal.
wonder they now prefer the goats. But accountability is the only way compassion survives. If you don't audit the programs, then corrupt schemers swoop in, and quickly the whole thing falls apart, just like my plans to spend Thanksgiving with Menudo.
What's Menudo? Looks like another old television show reference. Maybe he'll explain.
It's a sad modern truth. It's actually harder to get ahead in America the right way than it is to get rich scamming the government. Try starting a business. You'll drown in paperwork and regulations and permits, licenses, inspections, taxes, audits. But if you want to defraud the government, your profits will come so fast it will outpace any way to track them. Stacey Abrams got a couple of billion for a green scam when the ink was still drying on her business cards. Look at BLM. People felt so morally heroic.
BLM's a huge business. You guys don't understand how big the BLM business is. They fund protests and in return make billions of dollars.
That they didn't even notice it became a revenue stream for their leaders' new mansions. But it's the perfect system to game. It's one where accountability is viewed as racist, which creates predators who use guilt like a crowbar, prying money out of governments and people. And the more moral you frame your appeal, the easier it is to rip them off.
BLM, favorite Subway sandwich, bacon, lettuce, and mayo.
In Minneapolis, a program meant to help families became a pipeline for fraud. And in the end, terrorist treasure. All because nobody wanted to look mean by asking basic questions like, show us the receipts. The lesson? Compassion alone is childish, and accountability alone is cold. But put them together, it's a pretty good marriage. So from now on, we need to demand that if you want our love, you also get our oversight. Because without both, it's not just corrupt, it's suicidal. And once again, it's that guy that the Democrats hate.
Yes. Gutfeld. Yes. We need more government regulation. I've always said this. And I think we've always said this on Fox News. We need more government regulation and oversight. People are going wild out there.
Who just pulled them off the ledge. Let's welcome.
The period at the end lets you know that it's the end, but also that it's all true. So that's being getting close to bingo here. We got quite a few bingo cards checked off here. What the hell is this?
Special edition of Gutfeld. I'm Kat Timpf in for Greg. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Yes.
Ah, this fucking sucks.
Let's start with some jokes. A politician named Adolf Hitler is set to win a local election in the African country of Namibia.
That's not as bad as when Barack Hussein Obama won the presidency, hey?
He's coincidentally running against a man who shares the name of another dictator, Greg Gutfeld.
Oh.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has urged Americans to dress better and act more polite while flying this thing.
Big slip up from this. So this lady's Gutfeld right now. So she's doing a Gutfeld slip up right there.
Thanksgiving. I'm not saying I feel attacked, but then he said, that means you, Kat Timpf.
Hey.
A new study shows that young adults ages 18 to 24 who detoxed from social media for a full week were much happier due to all the free time they had.
There's gonna be another joke about Gutfeld?
To do drugs.
To do drugs.
Who wrote that? All right, an Arizona couple broke into a restaurant, had sex, and then stole $450 and an iPhone 5. Police arrested the person who still owned the iPhone 5.
Oh, it's because it's an old iPhone. Hey, so that's the joke about having an old phone. You got it. Very funny. You're supposed to upgrade every year. Or do you hate America? Do you guys upgrade your phone every year like you're supposed to? Or do you hate the United States and our way of life? 3256, my phone is old. What should I do? Well, first of all, you shouldn't admit that. This is a public forum. Now everybody in the chat knows you've got an old phone. And by old, you probably mean hopefully not more than 6 months. I don't know. I don't know how if you're on your phone watching this right now, I don't know how you're doing it.
A woman in Thailand was miraculously found alive after someone heard a knock coming from her coffin. That's unbelievable. I had no idea they had Jehovah's Witnesses in Thailand.
Wow, just got through that one. That's scary. Imagine reading a prompter and you see the word Jehovah. That's tough. That's a tough word. I had to practice that word all day today before I read it here on my teleprompter. But wow. That's a little knock-knock. That's a knock-knock joke. Jehovah's Witnesses, they knock on your door and they try to convert you to seeing Jehovah. And then once you've seen Jehovah, you can't stop going door to door.
And finally, according to a new survey, dog owners swear their pet's personality mirrors their own.
Okay, is this going to be a Gutfeld burn?
I believe it, especially one pooch who won't stop licking his own balls.
What'd I tell you? Hey, anytime Gutfeld's not there, because they're all friends, right? They all have a good time. They love each other. They're always laughing. They're going to roast. They're going to roast Greg. Give him a little jab. Right now, Greg is probably on vacation. He's Thanksgiving, right? So he's probably gone off to one of his islands. And he's probably there with Jesse Waters, Brian Kilmeade, and the gang, the Fox 5. And they are probably just balls deep in the best prostitutes you can buy on Greg's island. God, must be just, and so straight. Here comes the monologue. We'll see if she can hold it together.
America. All right, listen, honestly, sometimes I struggle with what I should talk about in this monologue when I guest host the show, but today, not one of those days. This story was made for me. It's time for
A story out of Detroit about soup.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, the hate he was spewing has soup lovers stewing. A Campbell's exec goes mental over broth, chowder, and lentil. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first of hopefully many installments of A Story Out of Detroit About Soup.
The joke, the humor here is in the specificity of this story, right? Very unlikely there will be another story like this.
Let's get right into it. So a lawsuit was filed in Wayne County Circuit Court claiming
Space Station Willie says this chick is the worst. Space Station Willie, we say bitch here. You're supposed to say this bitch. Okay, we're straight.
That a former security analyst at Campbell's Soup, Robert Garza, was fired after showing his bosses a recording he'd made of VP and Chief Information Security Officer Martin Bally, in which Bally allegedly went on an insane rant talking trash about the company, the poor, and Indian people.
Yeah, whoa. You're not supposed to do that you're supposed to do that. I think this guy should have explained that this is what comedians are supposed to say, this sort of thing. In business, you're supposed to keep it very, class conscious. This is more of something Gutfeld would say.
Which is coincidentally
it's
the
funny.
Exact topic of Greg's next book.
She made we did the same joke. I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
He's gonna be shirtless on the cover for some reason.
We're 18.
I don't know. Anyway,
because of this lady.
Garza's lawyer
Already
gave us the
forgot her name.
recording,
Don't give
which
a shit.
apparently went on for 75 minutes. We pause now to listen to all 75 minutes.
We have for poor people. Who buys our people? I don't have these products barely anymore. So healthy. Now that I don't in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it. Look at me, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You?
Wow. That's this is not typical of America's noble business leaders. This is this is a bad app. This is a real bad can of soup, if you ask me. This is not the norm. It's crazy, and I kind of, sometimes I hope that there are never any recordings that come out about what Brian says sometimes. I swear to God. He's fucking bachelor's of music degrees. Fucking printed on fucking dust.
Not good. He allegedly also called Indian people idiots and admitted to Garza that he comes to work high on marijuana edibles. Or, as we call it in the world of television, pulling a Brett Baer.
Yay, Brett Baer.
Wow.
Get this, all of this happened during what was supposed to just be a routine salary discussion. In addition to a raise, he was trying to negotiate free Saltine Fridays. Anyway, Garza said he was fired just 20 days later, despite the fact that he'd actually gotten positive feedback at the same meeting. So now he's suing the company, claiming he was fired in retaliation for raising concerns about Bally. Meanwhile, Bally's on leave pending investigation. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Ironically, if he does get fired, he may find that Campbell's Soup is the only thing he'll be able to afford to eat.
Yep. I mean, this is a good reminder, and this is often on Gutfeld. You are reminded, not forcefully, in a lighthearted way, that if you don't have a job, you'll die. You will die. You're supposed to. If you're a patriotic American, you work, and you are $5 to $10 away from utter starvation at all times. That's the patriot, and this guy's probably making a lot of money. Big Campbell's Soup. They make a lot of money at that soup. There's a lot of poor people to feed in America. You know, Campbell's Soup really capitalizes on the destitution of a lot of the United States from lazy people. And this guy, you know, you would think he'd have a lot of money saved up, but no, he's a patriot. He spends every dime of it. He spends every dime. She is avoiding the bingo squares.
Campbell's has denounced Ballard's remarks, saying that they don't reflect their values. And they added that poor people usually buy the generic brand to keep their reputation among upscale Gen Z soup eaters. And all of this is happening during what may be the biggest Campbell's Soup holiday of the year. As a Midwest girl myself, green bean casserole with Campbell's mushroom soup on top is as much of a Thanksgiving staple as your mom trying to come up with an innocent explanation for why your drunk uncle's throwing up before dinner.
Drunk uncle. That's a classic joke. Drunk uncles, pedo uncles, any kind of corrupt uncle is just a classic American joke. We all laugh at those.
But I share this story with you for many
I hope
reasons.
we got no uncles in the chat.
I love soup. Think of the thing you love the most in this world. Double
Shiny
it,
Amber Dash,
cut it
welcome.
in half, and that's how much I love soup. Thank you. Two, because this VP guy sucks. And hopefully talking about how much he sucks could bring everyone together this Thanksgiving. At least until your drunk uncle pulls his head out of the toilet to shout, I think he had a point. And three.
This lady sucks.
Well, because it reminds me of when I recorded Greg in a meeting recently, and it didn't go how I expected at all. I think we have the tape. Roll it. Hey, Greg, do you have a second to chat about tonight's show? Okay, so do you have a minute right now, or?
And there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the #1 late night show in the United States. I'm just to remind you that. So we're talking 3-4 million people busted a Gutfeld at these fart noises. Now, some people say, hey, fart noises are low brow. You know, it's an easy joke. It can be. But when it's tastefully, expertly done, and with the timing, this is remarkably funny stuff. Farts are always funny. They make a funny sound. It's like a little trumpet for your asshole. It's never not funny. And that's all.
Should I come back later?
And now remember what I said about timing, right? The timing, the fart is so long now that it's beginning to be even more. It's already absurd that Greg Gutfeld speaks in farts, because we know he doesn't. We know he's a very clever man who's got a real way with words that are not too big, but the fart being that long is even even funnier. Danny Miranovic with the crying emojis there. Period.
Let's welcome tonight's guest.
And what a way to close out the monologue. Excellent stuff. Very good. This deserves a comment. I was super pissed to see this random bitch posting. But then the farts happened. Now, my annoying wife thinks I'm having a seizure because of all the laughs in the living room. Happy Thanksgiving. And see you tomorrow. Excellent stuff. I hope. Okay. Now, what are the odds Greg's going to be back? I don't think Greg's going to be back. I think Greg is off. I think he's going to be on holidays for Thanksgiving. This is the 26th. I think he's gone. I'm betting he's gone. Told you. I knew it. Greg's gone. Greg's gone. Greg doesn't work on the holidays. He's out there. He's jet skiing naked.
Happy Wednesday, everyone! I am Tom Shalhoub in for Greg on this very special edition of Gutfeld. Tomorrow is...
You guys know that Tom Shalhoub is 26 years old? It is fucking wild.
Is, of course, Thanksgiving, which Abraham Lincoln established as a national holiday on October 3rd, 1863. And
on October 3rd, and then it was moved by Franklin Delano Roosevelt to confuse the Nazis, because the Nazis were going to do a big Thanksgiving Day attack, and he said, no, I am moving Thanksgiving, and the bombs missed.
And he established the day after Thanksgiving as the day we should trample each other to get big screen TVs at Walmart.
Shoplifters.
All right. A Florida horse farm is reporting an outbreak of equine herpes virus.
71.
But vets think with just one pill a day, the animals can enjoy kayaking, rock climbing, and horseback riding. The winner of the world's strongest woman contest has been stripped of the title after organizers found out that he was a man.
Okay, women's sports. There we go. We're getting some more here. Thank God that lady's gone. Holy shit. Let's get back to the bingo cards. Women's sports, trans athlete policies, misgendered. Let's do it.
This after post-competition test revealed unusually high levels of
penis?
Penis. The giveaway, right?
I mean, it was.
According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the shortest living horse is 21.1 inches tall.
Oh, look at him! I love this horse. I normally don't like to show my, I don't want to get distracted here, but I would do anything for this horse. It's Uncle Laser. Yes.
And I think I know what I'm getting Greg for Christmas.
It's short. Yep.
Yeah.
Get him. Greg's not here, so Greg's going to be getting a real Greg full.
A U.S. firm is experimenting with a space gun that could shoot satellites into orbit at 23 times the speed of sound. It's based on the same technology J.B. Pritzker uses to feed himself meatballs.
Okay, we got there. We did it. We are here for we got J.B. Pritzker's fat. That's good. That's 2 bingo cards here. Let me just address why. Okay, wow, this is funny because he's fat, which is funny. He's a Democrat, so fuck this guy. And meatballs. Now, normally, and a regular joke, would go something about, it would be a joke about the volume of meatballs, right? The amount of meatballs a fat man like Pritzker would consume would normally be the joke. This joke is kind of literally physically, it's like a physics joke, right? Because they're not making fun of the amount of meatballs, they're talking about the speed of the meatball. And so that adds an interesting variation on this classic joke about fat people eating too much. Is that, I don't know if the joke is that he doesn't eat too much, is that he eats meatballs that are traveling very fast. Now that adds a layer of absurdity, which makes it even doubly as funny. It kind of catches you off guard though, because I think to myself, wow, do overweight people get overweight because they're eating high-speed food? That's food for thought.
Speaking of JB, during a speech on Tuesday, President Trump called Pritzker a big fat slob.
Nice, get him, Trump.
Afterwards, he said he felt bad because it is the holidays, and he said, "Happy Thanksgiving, you big fat slob." All right.
Okay, yes. So that subverted your expectations there. It was a very similar statement. Very funny.
Now to the monologue.
Wow, and that was it. Jesus, 60-second joke monologue to be followed by a 4-minute political rant. Let's go.
The Democratic Party has become a humorless, angry band
Thank you
of
for the bits.
politicians. And the worst part, the band has Joe Scarborough on guitar.
No response from the crowd. I think they have to be reminded. Joe Scarborough is a host on MSNBC. A reviled Democrat. Yeah, Dems. I'll give you that one.
The party that makes Congress as enjoyable as a surprise cavity search. They're all rules, empty platitudes, and a few men who show up in the dictionary under low testosterone. But it turns out even they agree. Dem Senator Ruben Gallego was caught trashing his own party in leaked texts, calling them the no fun party, who are always correcting people and not allowing, quote, women to be hot. What, not even Randy?
Hey, it is ugly. Yeah. Did you guys know that? Did you know that that Democrats don't allow women to be hot? And it's just like, well, why would... What's the point of living? Satalo Disco. Satalo Disco knows the point of living is to win fucking bingo. Bingo bongo. Satalo Disco. Congratulations on your win. Throw some links in the chat whenever you're ready. We'll head back to Gutfeld, but for now, does anyone else have a link? DJ Chemix with the DJ Chemix is the fastest link in the West.
Can I be offended?
Well. Now let's get back to now. I am. What do you guys now? I don't want to have a poll here, but what do you guys feel? Do you guys feel like we finish off finding how the gays are rising? Do we watch JP Sears talking about the Epstein files? Or do we hear a revelation? I think I want to this isn't that long. This is only 4 minutes. Let's get some bingo cards distributed here. I almost forgot. Maybe we'll do this. A little bit of JP if we got time. And then back to Tucker to round it all out that he's so grateful to be so happy these days.
Cup is coming.
I'm talking about soccer.
I'm telling you.
Shameless Replay, thanks for the 100 bits. The Gaza Saga conclusion cheer. Thank you.
I want to talk about the gay thing.
I'm telling you why.
How'd they become?
I want to talk about the gay thing.
I'm gay. Why are you gay?
1 in 4 countries in the last World Cup actually outlaw being homosexual. It's a criminal offense. Do you think that's right?
I don't care.
You should care.
Okay, I really care. You've got people arrested for using the word faggot. That's
sorry, gay, not gas. That's a huge Gutfeld slip up from Shameless Replay. Thank you for the bits to correct it, though. But that was a big Gutfeld slip up.
Who do I feel sorry for? This chick from Britain.
So you feel very exercised about that.
Yeah, she's in Great Britain. She's not in some primitive theocracy.
Are you not as exercised about people being arrested and put in a prison cell for their sexuality if they're gay? Why do you feel as angry about that?
Because it's not my culture. It's not my country. It's not.
Come on.
Well, I'm not for arresting any. I'm for arresting very few people.
It's Child Disco. Thank you. The 100 bits. Now, Piers Morgan. It's interesting. Now, don't you guys find it a little suspicious that a man with a great Brexit accent is defending the absolute onslaught of gays. Interesting, kind of interesting.
Should be arrested for their sexuality.
Of course not.
Why, so you agree with me?
You're talk about, okay, I will not, as also a talk show host, you're not going to get me off my path. And my path leads to this question. How do people become gay?
Nom 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 cat food with the $5 donation. Thank you so much. Thank you for years of explaining the humor to us. The source and reason for laughter, however, remains elusive to me. LOL? Question mark. More like was. Source and reason for laughter remains elusive. So the source of laughter, it originates, now medically, it originates in the butthole. There's a lot of nerve endings down there. You'll start to laugh in the anus, and it moves upwards through the body, and before it erupts from the mouth involuntarily. That's the source. That's the medical source of laughter. The reason for laughter is to let people know that a joke has happened, right? That's why, you know, it's like if you say something you didn't mean to say, you can laugh and people know, hey, that was a joke. Or if you're a comedian and you tell a joke and nobody laughs, but then the comedian laughs, they'll let people know that's a joke. So that's the reason. That's the source and the reason. I hope I can help today.
Why
they don't become gay?
What, are they born gay?
Yes.
How does that work?
They're born gay.
How?
They have a sexual attraction.
No,
to their
I
own
understand
sex.
the manifestations, the symptoms.
The symptoms?
Yeah, the symptoms. The symptoms. My symptoms of my
They're born gay.
Okay. So that means it's
You
genetic.
may not want to
that means
acknowledge that.
No, I'm just asking
or
how it
believe
works.
that.
So there's a gay gene.
You said you worked with lots of gay
No,
people.
hold on.
Right?
There's a gay
Did
gene.
you not have this conversation with actual gay people?
Yeah, a lot of them say I got molested. That's why I'm gay. In fact, a really good friend of mine who's gay said I got molested. That's
you
why I'm
think
gay.
all gay people are
Molesting turns you gay? Is that what it does? There's so much medical information on Rumble. You guys, if you're not on Rumble, you got to get on Rumble. The wow.
gay because they got molested?
No, I don't think that. But I am wondering, I don't know the answer. But I would say the absolute vast majority of gay people are gay because they are actually attracted to members of their own sex.
No. But again, that's a manifestation.
That's a natural thing.
You're not. Let's just do science for 30 seconds. Of course, you're right. That's the definition of gay. I'm attracted to someone of my same sex.
Do you believe that?
Do I believe that they're attracted to people from their own sex?
Yes.
Well, obviously, they have sex with them.
Okay.
So that's what attraction.
So what's the big deal? Why do you care?
My question, because the self-reported incidence of it has risen. So we were told 30 years ago, and I have a good memory, it's about 10%. But the actual
because people would be mercilessly
listen. Then, but the self-reported rate was like 5%. Then it's 10%. Now it's like 30%. So my question is, were they all born that way? 30% of a population is born homosexual?
Thank you, Leah Dion.
As an evolutionary matter, you tell me how that works. How do you reproduce?
It's not 30% of the population.
In the United States, in a lot of places, it is 30%.
It's not here. Not 30%.
It's way higher here based on the vibe.
What is way higher is the number of people compared to 30.
But where does it come from?
30 years ago.
Is it genetic, and where's the gene?
30 years ago, gay people were persecuted.
I know, I've heard the story.
No, they
We were commemorating Stonewall the other day at my house. I'm on board with all of this stuff. Yeah, the candlelight vigil, we always do it every year. Every February 9th, I arrest my kids in this kind of mock Stonewall thing.
What do you do if one of your kids...
They say, I just want to be free, and then I unlock the handcuffs.
What happens if one of your kids says they're gay?
I love my kids no matter what. I love my kids no matter what they do.
Travis Gravity, thanks for the cheers. This is wild.
They're my children.
Would you think someone had turned them into a gay person? Or would you accept them as a
I'm a
natural
journalist, so I actually want to know what the real answer is, not the bullshit.
Okay, thank you. Now, Tucker says he's a journalist, but I personally regard him. Why is my clipping so bad? I personally regard Tucker Sin as He's more of a comedian. He's kind of a comics comic, in my opinion.
Propaganda answer.
What would you say to them?
And I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. You say people are
I'm
born
asking
gay.
you what you
No,
would do.
You don't want to answer because you don't have an answer because you know that your answer is bullshit.
No, my answer is correct.
That they're born that way.
They're
and
born gay.
Then is there a gene for it? And you know there isn't. So tell me, a gene. It's the code that determines your physical and emotional characteristics. You have blue eyes because you have a gene for blue eyes.
Right.
If someone is gay, then there should be a gene that we can isolate and say it's the gay gene. And science has been looking for the gay gene for a long time. And my question is, where is it? I'm waiting on my gay gene. I ordered a gay gene. And it hasn't arrived yet. Waiter, where's my gay gene?
Sounds to me like you might be.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my gay gene. And if there isn't a gay gene, then it's totally within bounds. It's not homophobia. It's not hate. I don't want to arrest people in Liberia or whatever the hell you're talking.
King Shaman says, are there gay genes? Yes, there are gay genes. In fact, if you, are there straight genes? There are straight genes. In fact, there's only straight. If I look for genes, I can only find straight genes. Name me a pair of genes that's gay.
About. I just want to know, what is this? And no one will answer the question. And I don't know why. It's weird, right? Why can't we have a non-emotional conversation with, why are you gay?
Man, Tucker Carlson, he's so cool because he's like the internet come to life if the internet was just Reddit.
As they say in Nigeria, why are you gay? And no one will answer.
Excellent stuff. And look at these recommendations. I mean, this is why we come to Rumble. We've got total war with Venezuela. We got Russell Brand. We got some Tim Waltz. We got the Mad Hatter. This guy. And we got some bit of football in the Kim Iverson show. You guys, Casket Butch.
Quarterback check.
Not Cam his Newton. Dad.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Not his
Having
dad.
a good game.
Good pick.
Thank you for the kiss on the mouth, Casket Butch. He didn't turn me gay. I was not turned gay by that subscription. I am firmly straight. You know, a lot of the Democrats will have you believe that gay is sort of, you can be more gay or less gay, or you can sometimes be, you can even be bisexual, which is like, must be completely made up. You can't be a Republican and a Democrat at the same time, okay? You can't. It's impossible. You have to pick a fucking side. You pick a side. This is America, okay? Pick a fucking side and get out there and vote. You're either gay or you're not gay. There's not, you can't have a little, you can't be curious, okay? You're either a Democrat or a Republican. You can't be bipolitical. A lot of people talk about being bipartisan. Never going to happen. Scientifically impossible. There will be no children. If there are people who are bipartisan, there will be no children in this land. Mark my words. Have to choose a side. A Democrat and a Republican have to come together and make a kid. And then that kid is genetically Democrat or Republican. They choose. It's just, prove me wrong. I'd love to see you try. Get your bingo cards. I don't think we're going to see any more of Gutfeld. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of sad, but I think he's gone. I think he's gone off on vacation. Last call for bingo. 24 players. Did he get canceled? No, he's just on vacation. He's just on vacation. We do have Tyrus. Tyrus, though. I thought him and Greg would vacation together. I thought Tyrus would be at Thanksgiving with Greg, but not this time.
He vented that the Democrats were no longer the party of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But it's true, they went from REM to they, them.
That's a great joke because they rhyme. And REM is a famous band. It's also a famous state of sleeping. And it rhymes with they, them. That's a great joke all the way around. Democrats love the pronouns is what they love. Yeah, I don't know if we have a bingo card for that one. I'll just say the Dems.
But Gallego didn't stop there. He basically said what every voter mutters under their breath, saying Dem women look like Dem men and Dem men look like women.
Okay, so in this context, this is funny because Dem can be a slang for them. Like at Thanksgiving, you might say, pass me Dem piles of, high-speed meatballs.
And if you don't believe me, just check out these 5 dudes.
The View. Wow. This is the first of the View jokes this week.
Gallego isn't denying any of this. In fact, he's blaming it on his old friend. He says he's heartbroken that his old pal shared the messages. And he called the texts just a reflection of everything I've said. Yeah, right. We know. But notice something? Gallego is more hurt that his friend threw him under the bus. He didn't backtrack at all. And why should he? Virginia's new Dem AG, Jay Jones, literally fantasized about his Republican colleagues being shot, and he still won the election. Even though his texts were more disturbing than the collection of Gladiator magazines I just saw in Greg's dressing room.
Hey, that's a Gutfeld burn. And, I don't know if he fucks. I think he's just maybe, the joke is that he might be gay. Straight comic might be gay. That's the joke there. He is gay. Yeah, number 20. Again, though, because this comes back to the apparently 30% of Romans were gay. I don't know how that happened. That's probably why the Roman Empire collapsed. Actually, when you think about it, they became so gay that they collapsed. Maybe that's, I've never, but, more or less I listen to Tucker, the more that makes sense.
And Gallego didn't just text violent threats, national security information, or raunchy photos. He just called out the party for what it is. The left have become the country's hall monitors, foregoing common sense for platitudes and extreme ideas, narking and nagging, and people are sick of it. Honestly, Democrats should only communicate through leaked texts. It's the only way we ever hear what they actually think. And that's what people want. Republicans say what's on their mind. I mean, have you watched this show? We're less filtered than $5 vodka. Yeah.
My best. What's this guy's name? Shalou? What's this guy's name? Tim Shalou? What the hell? What's this guy's name? Look at these comments. I hate when Gutfeld is not. Is this you guys? You guys watched it? Did you pre-watch this? Tom Shalou.
And look at Trump. He's not afraid to say anything. He calls Biden old, Hillary crooked, and he is...
Boom, boom, boom. Look at all these bingo cards. J.B. Pritzker, Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden. Here we go.
Isn't afraid to tell them they need to lay off the stuffing.
I had a little bit of a Pritzker joke. I was going to talk about Pritzker and size, but when I talk about Pritzker, I get angry because he's not letting us do the job. So I'm not going to tell my Pritzker joke. They have a very cute little joke, Some speechwriter wrote some joke about his weight, but I would never want to talk about his weight. I don't talk about people being fat. I refuse to talk about the fact that he's a fat slob. I don't mention it.
Oh, God. Trump. Still got it. you know, truly one of the best comics working today, just joked his way to the Oval Office twice. The thing, people don't understand. Whoever's the funniest politician wins. That's the rules now. You know, people take life way too seriously. Okay, everything's funny. Just laugh. We're laughing.
He won't mention it. Say what you want, but that honesty is what launched him from long shot candidate to president of the United States.
What I tell you.
Not flowery speeches. He's
Nope.
to the point with the hard work to back it up. So maybe Gallego accidentally stumbled onto something. Maybe Dems need to embrace these texts, even if they don't want to, because sometimes the truth hurts, but it can make you better. But let's just hope my texts with Greg don't get leaked. No one needs to see that many selfies.
Got him. And then a little Greg jab at the end there. I'll give you guys a little Gutfeld fucks just to get this bingo going, you know? Because I think also Greg looking great in that photograph. This guy is bad, but not as bad as that chick. To see of the View this week. I've been waiting. Women are annoying. Hey, shameless replay. We can't Gutfeld bingo on my Gutfelds. It has to be on the show. It's gonna be this guy again. Do you think it's gonna be this guy again? Tony Shalhoub? Tom Shalhoub?
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and congrats on staying awake this long after all that food, football, and fighting with your drunk uncle. Anyway.
And that fucking drunk uncle makes a comeback. There's 2 drunk uncle jokes. In what? Makes me Charles says the joke that the host is a woman. Yeah. Number 18. Female. We say female here. Or bitch. That's the correct terms. It's not misogynist. It's just funny.
We had some fantastic shows the past few months with some great guests. So let's take a look back at some of.
There's a fucking clip show. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do this. It's Thanksgiving. This is like. I mean, I guess everybody's watching football. But you can pause the game and throw on some Gutfeld. Jesus. A fucking clip show. It's just a compilation of the best gut. Wow. That's why we scroll. Fuck's sakes. 28th. Tyrus is hosting. One of the best.
I didn't get a Tyrus out of that guy. What it is. We all got the turkey hangover. Hey, it's Black Friday and I'm Tyrus. And that's ironic.
Hey, thanks for explaining the joke there. Black Friday, Tyrus is black. It all comes together for a perfect joke. It's already funny.
You're welcome to tug on it.
I wish it was Greg, but if it's not Greg, it's got to be Tyrus. That. Thank you for the 100 bits. Legitimately scared me. That notification legitimately frightened me. I thought it was coming from behind me. I don't know why.
Let's welcome tonight's guest. In high school, he was voted most likely to transition. Comedian Joe Mackey. He looks like a lesbian truck driver, but sounds like her girlfriend. Comedian Jim Florentine. I'm sorry, that's so funny.
Well, I'm obviously not paying enough attention. Tyrus cry laughing. Why?
Jim Florentine. Let's welcome tonight's guest. In high school, he was voted most likely to transition. Comedian Joe Mackey. He looks like a lesbian truck driver, but sounds like her girlfriend. Comedian Jim Florentine.
Tyrus crying. I mean, yeah, is effeminate. We'll do that one there. Misgendered. That's what it is. Misgendered. Imagining he's a lesbian girl. That's very funny. Do you guys ever laugh so hard at Gutfeld that you cry? Zoolander 78. Congratulations on the bingo. Just in time. We didn't even start this one yet. Okay. I'm glad we got through quite a few bingos today. We still have the rest of this episode, though. So Zoolander already with the link. Absolute professional. Locked in.
Welcome!
All right. I like that video. Now, let's just see a little bit of this. Now, okay. Staying on top of things. Selecting winner. Congratulations. Zoolander 78. Game has ended. Bingo cards. Shuffled. And distributed. Grab them while they're hot. Zoolander says, I have to go tell my wife. Hey, Zoolander, tell your wife I said hi. Oh, that's a classic joke from I think it started 50 years ago. I think it might have been around that era.
Dude, the Epstein files are being released today.
Already went through
Eine kleine Nachtmusik.
them all, my guy.
I just want to find out who's guilty and see him rot in prison.
That's German for a little night music.
Smoking gun right here. Take a look. It feels good to have our elected leaders listen and act on the will of the people, to bring justice to victims and consequences to criminals.
Look at the rapid camera movement here. Really keeping you engaged. You know? You can't look away if the camera is vibrating.
No matter how high status they might be.
I don't believe this.
This, my friend, is complete transparency.
It's all right here. Like, dude, is this true?
Every single word of it.
They literally released everything.
It's all right there.
Hey, and the joke is that everything's been redacted. Hey? Okay. This sketch is longer. So hopefully we got a couple tags on the back there.
Take a look at page 197, known Epstein criminal perpetrators. It's even got their photos.
Damn. These guys must be pooping themselves.
It's all redacted.
So much poop. These guys are probably running for the hills knowing that they're going to have to face justice.
Dude, I'm surprised he's a part of all this.
Hey, no one knew that he was going to be involved with Epstein. Or she. I can't tell.
Rot in prison, who you are?
Yeah, if you're ready for a bombshell, check out the flight log.
Cash Drill says this joke seems a bit work. What a Gutfeld slip up. A bit woke. And this is now it can be confusing. We actually
You're welcome to tug on it.
We actually should have a woke list or a woke chart of things that are woke because so the Epstein files were a little while ago. Donald Trump, Republicans did not want them out. But it has come to my attention that as recently, the Epstein files are actually
You're welcome to tug on
a
it.
Democrat conspiracy. We're all made up to attack the president. So I think it's fine. The sketch,
You're welcome
though,
to tug on
that
it.
they're all redacted is kind of. I know it's hard to think. Is JP saying that the Trump administration wouldn't be transparent? I don't really know if I like this.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, can you believe it? A passenger flew on Epstein's jet.
Nico Bonda says, Myles, who is more likely to be a pedophile, lesbians or straight white men? It's hard to know. Pedophiles generally, if history tells you anything, are very charismatic. Okay. Same with serial killers. So most likely pedophiles you're going to find them in real estate.
Yeah, it pretty much ties the whole criminal empire together.
I was surprised they didn't redact that part.
For national security purposes, I wish they would have.
Oh, multiple passengers flew on Epstein's jet. Dude, you thought they weren't going to release everything.
I had my doubts.
Do you know who this completely absolves?
Bill Clinton.
Doesn't say a word about him.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of morons accusing an innocent man who highly respects women of doing heinous things.
His name.
Okay, this is smart though, right? He's steering it so maybe it wasn't even the Trump administration that redacted the files. Maybe it was the Clinton Foundation. Maybe the Trump administration wanted it to be transparent, but they were also scared of Hillary Clinton murdering them, that they redacted it because of the deep state. Oh, this is why you come to Rumble, because we all tend to think inside the box. When the outside of the box is where the deep state lives.
It's not mentioned even once in here. Well, I'm glad his good name is cleared now.
Man, good point. This is the same joke.
You've been wondering if I know what you're wondering about.
Yeah, well, I guess technically. But no, I've been wondering about Epstein having ties with Israel, like working with Mossad, a little blackmail operation.
Turn to page 666. You'll find a heading that says Epstein Israel ties. Tell me what you see.
Epstein Israel
There's a
ties.
lot of pages here.
And?
There's like 150 pages in this Epstein Israel ties section.
Mm-hmm. And what do you see?
Well, it doesn't mention anything about Epstein having ties to Israel.
Not a single
So
word.
the joke is that the files are redacted here.
As you should.
Because I thought he did have ties.
How could you be so stupid?
I'm ashamed.
I'm ashamed for you and of you. You're shameful. You're a shameful person.
I mean, I was just looking at previously disclosed factual information, like Israel's former Prime Minister Barak having entered Epstein's private home in New York multiple times.
So what's the alleged connection to Israel there?
He's the former Prime Minister of Israel.
I'm not seeing the connection.
And I was looking at other previously disclosed flight logs that show that Epstein was socializing with another former...
Wait, are we pro or anti-Israel? I can't remember. JP, I'm going to need you to come through for me here. Am I supposed to be pro or anti-Israel? I almost said real estate.
Israel Prime Minister Olmert.
And what's the connection there?
That he was a Prime Minister of Israel.
I'm seeing the dots. I don't see how they connect.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that now. Now that we have the complete release of the Epstein files that show that stuff doesn't connect to Epstein and Israel.
Let that be a lesson in the dangers of jumping to conclusions. The idea that Epstein, a Jewish man, would have ties to Israel, let alone the idea that a Jewish man who associated with two former prime ministers of Israel would have connections to Israel, is simply preposterous.
Okay. So, is this a Jewish conspiracy then? Are we at that part? I mean, you should never let that one be dismissed. Deep state. Okay, good. Okay. As long as it's not Trump's fault, I'm on board. Thank God. I was kind of worried here.
I'm an idiot.
You are.
Hey, did the files say anything about Stephen Hawking going to Epstein Island?
No. According to the files,
And this is also humorous as well. The joke is that the files are redacted.
along with everyone else, did not visit Epstein Island.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, how would he have gotten there?
Not very easily.
He had that human calamari-looking disease, didn't he?
Medically speaking, he was indeed rather horrific to look at.
Well, now that the leaders that you and I trust have delivered on their promise to bring full transparency to the files, and the victims now have justice, I consider the Epstein case closed, and I'll never bring it up or ask another question about it ever again.
I think that's really the takeaway from all this, like the gift, is that we are now unburdened from the questions we have had for our elected leaders. And we shouldn't bring any more to them. They have too much other things to worry about.
Can't wait to definitely vote for those same leaders again in the next election.
You'd be an idiot not to.
And that's the sketch, I believe. And then you're going to hear a dong, and then he's going to sell his Bond charge mask. Who I do enjoy watching him with it on. Does he have it on? No, unfortunately. I'm going to tell you guys a really scary fact of my mental state. I recently, I was moving a pan in my kitchen. Humble brag. I've got a couple pans in there. And I knocked it against another pan and it made the dong sound, and I legitimately in my head saw JP Sears transitioning to an ad segment. I might be losing it.
Thanks for watching this video.
That's the sound. I don't know what note that is. I wish Brian was here. But good Lord, it truly scared me. Let's head on back down to Gutfeld town and finish off this bingo, and then watch the viewer submitted links and see if anything needs to be heavily explained. You guys, I have never been this happy. Oh, it's not Greg this time, Ginkgo Bonsai. We didn't even get to the monologue. Tyrus was shitting his pants at the thought of one of the comics on the panel being a lesbian's girlfriend. So we're just moving past this. Danny Miranovic says, "Are you drunk?" Are you talking to me? Are you talking to the other people in the chat here? Because our analytics on YouTube tell us that half of you are high as fuck, 25% of you are drunk out of your minds, and the other 25% of you are from the deep state. We can see all this shit.
I'm sorry, that's so funny.
You should have never agreed to the iTunes user agreement 15 years ago, but you did.
He looks like he goes to rehab to sell drugs. Comedian Adam Hunter.
It's all comics on the panel tonight. That's wild. All comics.
She was featured in New York Times. Nope, no insult. She was featured in New York Times.
Thank you.
New York Times best-selling author and Fox News contributor, Kat Timm.
Wow.
You sound like, I'm sorry.
Let's see if we get a bingo. This is the last episode. I don't know. It's a tall order to get a bingo in one episode. It's very rare. I'm glad that Tyrus is having such a good time.
It was hilarious. I'm sorry. Oh, I ain't cried this hard since I was a schoolgirl. You remember?
He ha. Misgendered. He said he used to be a girl, which of course would be hilarious.
Okay, let's do some jokes. This week in
Number 60, right?
I'm good. This week in 1792, the first Farmer's Almanac was published. It didn't really take off, though, until 1793, when they introduced a Farmer's Almanac swimsuit edition.
That's a joke about the Sports Illustrated magazine, which is normally about sports, but sometimes it's about number 13, Dolly Parton's boobs.
It's a Thanksgiving show. None of that filth jokes tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
You're welcome to tug on it.
J-Mac Penn says, horrible. J-Mac, get that negative energy out of here. We're loving it. We love Gutfeld here. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to keep saying Happy Thanksgiving.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Because this is from last week.
Uh-oh. According to a new study, chimpanzees weigh evidence before making decisions, just like us humans.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Sound like some humans. There's quite the tug
for
train
instance,
going.
we have a chimpanzee who has made a decision to wear a really bad...
This would be a Gutfeld joke?
You're welcome to tug on it.
This would be a Gutfeld joke. You guys stop tugging on it. It's going to come off.
Hairpiece.
Jesse
You're welcome
Waters.
to tug on it.
Black Friday savings are drawing major crowds at all the big retailers.
You fuckers. Look at all these.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Don't encourage each other.
Since earlier today at Walmart, I had to wait an hour and a half just to punch a guy in the stomach.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Guinness World
You
Records
sons of
has
bitches. This is how many channel points is this costing you?
certified
You're welcome to tug on it.
That's Tucker. That's Tucker on Kill Tony. If you don't know, that's a little piece of Tucker Carlson on Kill Tony. He was on the panel, letting Open Mic
You're
Comics
welcome
know
to tug on it.
if they've got what it takes to host their own Fox News show one day.
5-year-old Texas man as the world's oldest bus driver.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Hey, it's gonna be Joe Biden driving the bus.
I didn't really think you needed a punchline for that one.
You're welcome to tug on it.
He began driving for the city about 27 years ago, and he's had his turn signal on ever since.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Wow. First time we haven't had a woman as a bad driver. We have an old man as a bad driver as well. So maybe that's the equivalence. Women drive like old men.
You're welcome to tug on
You
it.
fucking people. I swear to God, this is you. I don't think I get anything from these channel points. I think they go.
You're welcome to tug on it.
They go right to the deep state. I told you. Fucking half these people are working for the Clinton Foundation, and they're just funneling these channel points into the deep state.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Kempke, you son of a bitch. Kempke with the fucking, not even on Twitch, channeling the manic Twitch energy.
You're welcome to tug on it.
I swear to God, how have you saved up so many channel points? You're supposed to be saving these for your retirement. You are
You're welcome to
irresponsible.
tug on it.
You're supposed to put these channel points into a 401k. You guys are just you're blasting through the Stella Disco with the 69
You're
bits.
welcome to tug on
You
it.
fuckers. You're stalling. You're stalling.
You're welcome to tug on it.
bodybuilder who injected petroleum jelly into his biceps to make them freakishly large is facing a double amputation due to an infection. Psst, yo, girl.
It's a Greg joke.
You're welcome to tug
You
on it.
fuckers. I'm just gonna keep going, and you can just keep tugging on it, and I'm just gonna ignore it.
Greg, if I were you, I'd probably cancel that whole penis
You're
injection
welcome to
appointment.
tug on it.
I told you. Gutfeld burn. Penis.
Just saying. The ShamWow guy.
You guys, if you keep tugging
You're
on
welcome
it,
to
you're
tug on
gonna
it.
miss. You missed it. You missed the joke that Greg Gutfeld was gonna fill his penis with gelatin. You missed that. Thank you for the biddies. Hey, we got Vince Offer from the Inappropriate Comedy Movie.
announced
You're
he's
welcome to
running
tug
for
on it.
I swear to God.
Congress in Texas. Wait, does
Gilbert Bystander says they're button for that or what? This is the Twitch. This is the people on Twitch who are
Okay, we'll edit laughter in
a
there.
very special group. They're playing bingo. They're tugging on it. It's a real party over there in the purple universe. People on YouTube, you guys probably much more respectable.
You're welcome to
hardworking
tug on
Americans. The people on Twitch are so fucking drunk on a Monday.
Doesn't Texas already have a sham guy?
You're welcome to tug on
Jasmine
it.
Crockett, you sons of bitches. How long does this have? You're going to be killing our viewer ratings here. We're going to killing our YouTubers. You guys are going to be, all the YouTube viewers are going to
You're
be
welcome to tug on it.
turning us off of their car infotainment system. And they're going to be back on the highway at any time. God damn it. Thank you for the bits.
A man in Iowa was arrested for flashing his genitals.
Thank you for the bits.
Drivers on the interstate, which proves the popular theory there's not much to do
Barbers.
in Iowa.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Speaking of flashing drivers, speaking of tugging on it, another penis. Number 51, pervert.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Oh, you fuckers. How is this possible? Crack City, thanks for the 45 bits.
And after he was caught drinking and
Yeah. If you hit me with an oh yeah train, I swear to God, that's the all of YouTube. That's it.
You're welcome to tug on it.
I mean, this redemption is appropriate for this joke. I'll give you that.
three-way phone call.
You're welcome for tugging on it. Thank you, makes me troll. I mean, I appreciate the tugs. I do. I appreciate the tugs. One tug equals one prayer, and I appreciate that. But there are people on another platform who are throwing the remote at their smart TVs right now.
Classic Diddy. He just listened while the other two people on the line had phone sex. Macaulay Culkin claimed he has changed his name to Macaulay Culkin. Now when people say, aren't you that
That's a little bit of name comedy.
terrible actor Macaulay Culkin, he can say, nope, never heard of him.
And they don't like Macaulay Culkin here on Gutfeld. I didn't know that. I mean, he's, I'm gonna say coastal elite. I guess he got a lot of Home Alone money, but they don't like Macaulay Culkin. That's too bad. I didn't know Macaulay Culkin was a divisive figure, but I guess he is. I guess he is a horrible Democrat. So I guess that means he's a bad actor. Do you guys notice how all the great actors are on the Republican side? You guys notice that? It's kind of funny how that happens, right? Like Brian Callen, exactly.
Adam Sandler said he loves being friends with George Clooney because they spend time throwing a baseball together. Not really surprised. Word on the street is that George is both a pitcher and a catcher.
Is gay. Yeah, pitching and catching are very popular terms in gay culture, which refer to, of course, you pitch your penis at a butthole, or your butthole catches a penis. That's the joke there. And George Clooney is a famous Democrat, so he would be gay.
What, all guys adult softball team? All right, now to some stories. The president wanted to see his favorite buddy cop movie revived, and it looks like it's happening. According to reports, Rush Hour 4 is in the development stage at Paramount after Trump
That was Trump's favorite buddy comedies, Rush Hour?
Reportedly asked new CEO David Ellison to step in and make it happen. Of course, it's part of the iconic Rush Hour trilogy starring Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, which ended in 2007.
You guys know that 2007 was over 40 years ago? Isn't that crazy?
And it could be a sign of a greater trend in Hollywood. One producer says Trump might usher in a wave of classically male-driven movies with mentally tough, traditionally courageous, confident heroes, Tyrus, maybe even a tad cocky, but dedicated to honor and duty, Tyrus. So I guess with Trump's anything was possible, Tyrus. Sorry.
Tyrus wants to be in the Rush Hour movie. Hey.
Who knows? This is for you, Mackie. Who knows? They may even do an all-male version of Ghostbusters.
That's a joke about the all. They made a. You guys remember they made an all-female version of Ghostbusters, and America was so mad that they elected Donald Trump.
Kat, is it not unbelievably awesome to be president to where you can be like, hey, remake my favorite movie?
And they're onto the panel. That's it. This panel discussion. We're done. That's done. Gutfeld is over. Thank you for watching that part of this stream. Now we move to viewer videos. Didn't make it. We got a couple. We were overwhelmed with being tugged. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. You tugged it. You tugged through most of that episode. I am appreciative, disturbed, and overwhelmed with tugs.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Yep. I swear to God, you guys are gonna make me hear that now. At least maybe that will take the place of the JP Sears gong sound.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Rush Hour 5 should have Tyrus. But they're both Chinese. Both Chineses. That makes it sound even more like a real Rumble comment. Excellent stuff. All right, here we go. On to the viewer submissions. I just exited bingo. I didn't even conclude the bingo. I just clicked gone, and now I'm confused. Okay, here we go. Now this came with a pre-warning that I do not have to watch all of this, and at 19 minutes long, believe me, was not going to.
You watching the news lately?
Not really.
You've been seeing what's going on in the world? A lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, huh? Have you heard anything about this Israel-Palestine thing going on? Man, pretty crazy over there, huh?
Yeah, I don't care too much about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm more worried about this government shutdown.
Have you heard about this Netanyahu guy? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Oh, that should be in your first warning. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? That's a famous Jay Leno. That's a famous Jay Leno line. So when you do an impression of Jay Leno hosted the Tonight Show from 1992 to 2000 something, and he had a very famous NBC. Famously, it was I forget a little bit of late night history here. It came down to David Letterman and Jay Leno, and whoever won a chin fight would become the host. And Jay Leno, as you could probably tell, chinned the shit out of David Letterman and took over the Tonight Show for NBC. And he famously had when he had introduced jokes, he'd say, "Hey, have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Have you seen this? There's a little bit of action in the Middle East. Have you heard? The Middle East is full of that's a Chevrolet Chevelle. It's a very good car. Very look at that." Dual carbs. And he would do this, like, he loves cars, and he loves things that are going on in the news, and he loves big chins. And anyway, so this video, if I can get back to the video because I got distracted. This video the bit is that this guy is doing stand-up comedy for people in COD. Now, the stand-up comedy belongs in the comedy club. You do comedy outside the stand-up comedy outside the comedy club, it's very difficult. People need to know that jokes are happening for jokes to happen. If people are caught off guard by a joke, often they can actually be injured.
No, give me some more information, man.
Netanyahu, he's like the king of Israel. He owns Israel. And you heard about him? Seen him on the news?
No. No.
Yeah, well, when I started researching that, I saw what he was doing over in Palestine. I was like, Netanyahu, huh?
So, that's a joke about the name Netanyahu. Netanyahu is Prime Minister of Israel. Israel has a president and a prime minister, which is very confusing to me. But anyway, he's the Prime Minister of Israel, and apparently, according to JP Sears, is pretty deeply involved with the Epstein files. So we'll have to see where that goes. Moving on through Rumble. It's a joke about his name. Very funny name, Netanyahu. Yahoo is a funny name because it is also a website that was very big in the early 2000s. Yahoo, we all knew, was going to be the future of web browsing and searching, and it turned out that it was not. So that's very funny. So a guy named Netanyahu being successful, even though he's named after a failed .com company, is very funny. But Netanyahu is a twist on the name, which makes you think, whoa, what's this guy? Why is he killing so many people? Makes you think. So this video, again, it's 19 minutes long. So, it's very avant-garde. This kind of comedy is kind of a prank almost. Yeah. This is almost a just for laughs gag is what we call it in the industry. If you get just for laughs gagged, you're getting pranked. All right, next video.
Offensive tonight, is that cool? Oh, thank God. Because let me tell you, I'm sick of the comedy crowds that get offended. It's crazy. I've been doing this for like 9 years, and I've noticed that it's getting worse and worse. People get so... And if you go to a comedy show and get offended, you're the weird one. Like, that's weird on your part. You bought the tickets, you showed up, you bought 2 drinks, you sat down, and you had no idea where you were. Like, that's a mental health issue. Going to a comedy show and getting offended is like showing up at a gangbang and being mad you got on you. Like, what do you think we're doing here? Bitch, you're getting sticky,
Okay. That's a great joke. Also, perfectly goes with the theme of this show. Never heard of it. Jam in the van. Jam, famously, a very sticky substance. So is cum. So she's working within the theme of this jam in the van. I assume the van is where they sell jam. But yes, so she says, going to a comedy show and expecting to not get offended is like going to a gangbang, which is when a lot of consenting people, I guess they spray cum everywhere. And so you can expect to get cum on you at those things. You should expect to be offended at a comedy show. It's just part of the show. So don't be a bitch and just laugh. And I've said that a lot. If you don't know if it's funny, just laugh. Oh, and this video, was this posted in, now I think I myself might have posted this in the Discord. One of my favorite videos of all time. This is a great Thanksgiving watch.
To the Jim Baker Show. Here are your hosts, Jim and Lori.
If you haven't seen this series, we're not going to watch the whole thing.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gray Street.
Hi there.
The man who discovered the blood moons is here with us.
Yes,
Mark
he
Biltz is
Yes.
back home. Thank you for coming back.
The guy who discovered the blood moons is with us. Haven't you always wanted to introduce someone like that in front of an audience? Hey, the guy who discovered the blood moons is with us tonight. Introducing.
Great to have you back, Mark.
One thing, I don't know how many of you realize it. I think most of you here do because your audience is pretty sharp.
Oh, they are.
But just like you celebrate your birthday every year on your birthday,
I love that.
Yes.
most people may not realize it, but this coming Monday is the very day Adam opened up his eyes for the first time in the Garden of Eden, and he proclaimed God as king.
Wow.
That's the anniversary of the creation of the world.
Now, this is not a comedy video. This is a very serious reflection on the Jim Baker program. Jim Baker prepares people for the apocalypse by selling them buckets of food. So it's very great for Thanksgiving because the American tradition, of course, you gather around and you dump a bucket of potatoes onto the table, and then all the relatives double fist the potatoes and gravy combined. It's a great American tradition. This is a fantastic video. Jeff, definitely check out Vic Berger if you guys have the chance to check out Vic Berger, one of the best editor comedians working today. Excellent submissions. Thank you guys for those. I hope I got them all. Crack City gifted 1 subscription to the community. Wow, even after all those tugs, you're going to give these animals a subscription. Well, that's very generous of you. Thank you. Anyway, thank you all guys for watching. Thank you for tugging on it. I will be back. When will I be back?
You're welcome to tug on it.
I might be back on Friday. We'll see. I'll let you know. I do have to go and do some stuff, but I will be back very shortly, and I will see you all very soon. Happy Thanksgiving.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Because it's still last week because of Gutfeld. Hopefully Gutfeld's back this week, but you're not allowed to watch until you watch it with me. I know it's hard to not watch it when it's right on TV.
You're welcome to tug on it.
You fuckers. I'm out of here. You tuggers are tugging on me, and I will see you tuggers in the Discord. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great week.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Fucking goddamn it.
You're welcome to tug on it.